Hey everyone, alright, coming at you with a video today on a pack I have had for quite a long time. This is the Condor brand 3-day, they call it the Assaulter Pack, the 3-day Assaulter Pack. This is like 3 to 5 day Assaulter Pack. Depending on the season or your location or operational environment, whatever, if it's, you know, a hotter place where you can use lighter clothing that packs down smaller and things like that, you can fit quite a bit in this guy. I forget exactly what the liter capacity is on this specifically, but it's a good pack for what it is. And I've had this one for quite a while, and it's held up very well. You can tell it is a little bit dirty. A lot of sweat in there, a lot of use out of this thing. So we'll start with the front here. You see a lot of adjustment, multi-adjustment padding and D-rings. You have a removable chest clip system, so you can move that around and remove it if you want. Really good padding on this, and it does have a removable plastic backboard in it that you can take out if you don't want that additional back support. Pretty good padding here. It also comes with this waist belt that is removable if you don't want to use that either. Comfort wise, quite comfortable. And I have packed this thing to the brim before for work, and I still have it. It's held up. So going on the sides and then the top here, really nice drag and carry handles, good spots there. Blood type tag, different you know, cinching retention, a lot of line management pieces with that Velcro, which is nice. That's all over the place. It's got these really solid side cargo pockets that can hold quite a bit of stuff. I even got some stuff in there, and just a pair of gloves in there right now. I'm using this bag right now as a transitional bag for equipment that the season is over for. Winter pretty much is over for. So like my winter camo stuff, that Chi-Com chest rig that you saw me make for a winter camo test, like all that I have packed in here right now. I'm just using it for storage because I have other bags for operational needs and things like that. But this is a really solid bag to have. Same thing on the other side. It's got a heavy carabiner on there right now. Yeah, solid stuff. So on the back, you have a smaller compartment here for stuff on the bottom. Kind of a long compartment. I've got, you know, just some emergency stuff and cordage and things. Nice organization. Got some spare bootlaces in there. Nice organization in this thing on both sides. It's got a zippered mesh pocket on the inside on that side. And it has pals or Molly, whatever you want to call it, on the outside. Give me 2 seconds here. Okay. On the bottom, it's got some feed-through eyelets. You see I have some Molly straps on there because I had a sleeping pad lashed on the bottom. Worked out well for that, so it's got a couple eyelets there. You see the drainage eyelets. So it's got stuff there for drainage. So, and again, this smaller pouch section here that you can Molly stuff onto. Pals or Molly panel here for putting additional pouches and pouches and stuff on. And it's got Velcro for name tape, things like that on there. Kind of a secondary cargo compartment here. A lot of the time I end up putting like food and stuff in this pocket. So it's pretty nice for that. And then we get to the larger cargo compartments. This is not easy to do with one hand. Decent zippers. The zippers have held up on this for, and again, I've had this pack since like this is like the first generation iteration of Condor's Assault Pack. So I've had it that long. I've had it for a long time. So on the inside here, again, give me a second. Gonna open her up. All right. More organization, paneling. You see I have some winter stuff in there. Got some other additional things, extra chem lights, more of that homemade tinder pack stuff in a smaller tube. Pens, all that. You have all these organization pouches. You can fit magazines in these pouches here on either side. And you have these section sleeves sections here, along with a retention bit for a smaller hydration bladder that can fit in there, like the little like 2-3 liter ones. Just good organizational cargo pocket here that holds a lot of stuff. You notice, so I've said the zippers have held up, and they have, but notice the actual pull tabs, the cordage pull tabs of the zippers. These can pop off, so I end up throwing zip ties on there, and I need to throw just some 550 cord back on these for a little bit softer pull tabs. But I've got zip ties on there right now because they work. And this is a massive cargo compartment in here. Again, I've got all my winter camo stuff in here right now. Down in here, there's a sleeve on the inside there with a retention link for your full-size Camelback bladders, and then some zippered sectional cargo pouches that stack 2 down on this side, on the inside, for organization, and then the rest is just a giant cargo compartment there. Notice there's some more feeding eyelets on top, so you can lash more things on top as you need to. And right here, right in the top in the middle, is the Velcro section that has an opening eyelet to feed your hydration tube through for a Camelback bladder, if that's what you use. Notice all the construction, pretty heavy stitching on this stuff. So, and again, it's held up. You can see kind of how they're doing some of that reinforcement stitching, so that you have multiple points of connection for like your shoulder straps and things like that. And again, you know, real nice thick stuff here. Also on the side here, you have eyelets for radio antenna, things like that, or hydration bladder lines if you want it, and that is on either side as well. So yeah, just that kind of stuff. For the cost, let me get this, or just switch around. So for the cost, this bag is actually really nice. Again, it's held up insanely well, and I've had it for pretty much a decade. Yeah, I want to say I bought this in like 2014. Whenever the first iteration of the Condor Assaulter packs were coming onto the market like that. Yeah, and it's held up very well. I've used it quite a bit. Both on work deployments and in personal use, training and everything else. So it's held up really well. It is comfortable to wear. Again, depending on situation, environment, climate, things like that, the season, things like that, you can fit up to like 5 days of, you know, clothing, food, water, ammo, all that stuff in here, and then your other odds and ends. There's quite a bit of versatility to it. You know, you've got PALS, Molly, whatever you want to call it, on the sides, and then on the back and all those areas. It's got a lot of pockets, and it's got really good cargo capacity. So just kind of an overview of this bag that I've had for quite a long time, and I know a lot of other people have had it for that time as well. Oh, I forgot. One more pocket right here. Another cargo pocket, and this is where the plastic backboard, support board, is removable from, but there's another cargo pocket here in front of the main cargo pocket that you could also feed a hydration bladder into if you wanted to. But I just use it for other like small stuff, sniper veils and things like that. I just put other stuff like that in there. You know, things like that. Yeah. So if you don't really have, if you end up finding yourself running out of room on these pouches and aren't attaching other Molly pouches on there, you have another cargo compartment to just throw shit in. But yeah, anyway, I digress. I've had this bag for a while, and it's just held up really well. Quite impressed with it. Very good construction to it, you know, all things considered. When I have it like fully loaded and like heavy, and we're talking like winter load heavy, Occasionally I'll hear like a random thread pop somewhere, but I can't tell where it is because everything's holding together really well, and it's definitely overstitched, which I have no complaints about. So the padding in the shoulders is actually held up pretty well. I want to say it feels like open cell. I'm not gonna like cut it open, but it feels like open cell foam in the shoulder pads. But they've kept their, you know, their paddedness, and haven't really like flattened out too bad, which is nice. Again, comfortable bag. But yeah, it's held up well. And so if you are looking for a budget kind of like 3 to 5 day assaulter pack, for backpacking, camping, Minuteman stuff, tactical application, a bag that you need for going overseas for work, whatever it is, like, this is a good way to go. Like, honestly, I mean, I think this bag maybe cost me, at the time when I bought it, I think it was maybe 50 or 60 bucks. It's probably gone up in price a little bit with their new iteration to like maybe 80 bucks, but that's still well below the price of other bags that are like this. So just something to think about. I really enjoy it, and there you go. Battery's gonna die, so we'll call it here. Metal up, out.